Good morning, guys. Stepping in my office.
Good morning, guys. Pedro DoorDash Santiago back at you. So, today is Tuesday. A little chilly out today. Sun hasn't been out. So, I want to share with you guys a few things. For those of you that watched yesterday, I did hit my goal of over $200 yesterday. I only vlogged for lunch and some crazy things happened. But I'll show you that right after this intro. I'll show you a screenshot of my daily earnings yesterday. I'm at $211. So, good day yesterday. Nighttime was good. Stayed out a little longer than I wanted to, but the last order, I was on my way home and I said, man, if I heard it ding and I hadn't had it off, I said, if this order is over 20 bucks, I want to take it. And it was stacked. It was $21, wound up being 22 for 5 miles. I took it. It took me about 25 minutes to complete, so I was glad I did that because it put me over that $200 mark. So, this channel is about betting on you, setting goals, one step and one day at a time. Set goals, set goals, set goals. I'm on my way to becoming a small business owner in the St. Louis market, helping other small business owners, restaurants and things like that deliver their goods and services to their customers, but saving them money. We all know third-party companies like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Postmates. They charge sometimes a ridiculous amount. They take 30% of the small business owners' money just to use their platform. I want to save them money and make myself money while doing it. So, bet on you every day, set goals one step at a time. Met my goal yesterday, feels good. I have some things to do tonight, birthday party to attend at 6 o'clock. Got to pick up a really, really close friend of mine for his birthday. Going to hang out with some other friends. So I knew that going into today, so I woke up early. DoorDash in my market isn't great for mornings. I've done a little bit of it. It can be very hit or miss. So I turned our Uber app on. I did some rideshare this morning, a couple Uber Eats morning deliveries, okay? And made a quick 60 bucks. So I say that because when you have goals, I still want to make 200 bucks a day, and I will. I should be able to do that. I should be able to make 140 from now until 4 o'clock. It's 9:44. I got one more errand to run. But when you're setting goals, you got to make sure one thing that works for me. You got to bet on yourself like we talk about, but you got to be your biggest cheerleader, and you also got to be willing to get up a little early and do what it takes to reach those goals. So I could have slept in today. It was a long night last night. Stayed up till like 2:30 in the morning just doing stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm still going to get up. I'm still going to get up when that alarm sounds, and I'm going to go out there and make some money. And that way I don't compromise my week of money making, because this week my goal to make was $1,400, 200 bucks a day. Sometimes my weeks are better or worse than that, but I'm on that pace. So you got to bet on you, set goals one day at a time. That's what this channel is about. If you're not subscribed, let's hit that button together. Appreciate it. Yesterday we also hit a very small, but you got to do it one step at a time, milestone. When I woke up yesterday, I had 293 subscribers. Over 300 now. I think I'm at like 320 something. So in one day I got about 30 subscribers. It's great. My goal for this channel is, I told myself and my girlfriend, I just want to hit 1K. I just want to hit 1K subscribers. I feel like if I do that, I can help a couple hundred people a day, because I do these daily vlogs every day for you guys. So really cool. When I get to that 1,000, I know it will happen. I have confidence that that's an achievable goal, and then from there, who knows what my expectations will be. But when I do that, I'll do some kind of giveaway. Also, real quick, before we start into the dash, there's a $50,000 promo DoorDash is doing. I did 124 deliveries last week, and I think this week it's still going on. I think it's till the 18th. For every 25 deliveries, DoorDash puts you in like a sweepstakes to win 50 grand, and then you can choose a charity to give $50,000 to. A lot of people think that's a joke. You know, it is what it is. They're going to give away some money. I don't look at it as a joke. I think most people have good intentions. You know, I don't think it's a scam. Obviously, it's something that they want. They want people to deliver food to their customers. They are a business, and it doesn't seem like they're making a lot of money. DoorDash kind of has a sketchy name. Some people think highly, some people think poorly. It's whatever. That channel's not about DoorDash bashing per se. But I will say this. If I win the money, like I said in the video last week, I'm going to share it with my subscribers. I don't know how I'll do that. I don't know if I'll pick one winner and give them a large sum of money. If I'll chop it up. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so if I'll chop it up and give it to everybody. If I win, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be like, wow, that's great. If you win, you should be happy and great. But I'm going to share that love and I'm gonna share it with you guys. So hold me to that. If I win, you guys will be the first one to know. Let's go. All right, guys, let's open up the app. It's 9:48. I have the Uber Drive app on my phone that I record on, so I can't show you guys that content, but I'm gonna download the app on this phone so I can show you guys how I do it with the DoorDash, so I can show you the earnings and just various things and how the Uber platform works. But like you guys know, I'm 99% DoorDash. So as you can see, it's really slow right now. It's 9:50. I got one more errand to run, but let's go through the ratings real quick. Still 4.93. Acceptance rate took a hit yesterday because I declined a lot. As you guys saw, the Walmart orders. 95 completion, 92, 24, 84. And then I'll show you guys my earnings real quick. I don't want you. I got receipts for everything I'm talking about. This is real. These vlogs. This is just me. Okay. I'm not gonna ever say anything that's not factual. So, it's taking so long. Let's pull this bad boy up, guys. Let's see. It should be 210.97, I think, for yesterday. 210.91. Active time was 6 hours and 51 minutes. Dash time was 8:54. So the dash time was way more than I wanted it to be, but my active time was okay. That's where we're at. Let's go. All right, guys, like I said, I got one more errand to run. Gotta go pick up my buddy something for his birthday and get him a little birthday gift. He's a runner, so I'm gonna go get him some running shirt, running like Nike dry fit shirts, and just, you know, I don't know, maybe some kind of running accessory. He likes to run. He's gonna get back into it, so I'm gonna support him. So I'm getting some comments about people, and you know, I want you guys to comment in the section. What's your goal for the day? What's your goal for that day? I do vlogs every day. I think I'm the only one that gives you guys content about the side hustle, this gig economy every day. Maybe it's too much. I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing it because that's me, and I want to do it. I'm chronologizing my journey to become a small business owner. I want to take you guys along the way and talk about hustling as we do it. So, you know, comment, what's your goal for today? You have a short-term goal, long-term goal. I love to know. I like to be around like-minded people that are doing the same thing. As you guys see this channel, I'm sharing my goals with you on a daily basis, what I want to do for the week. I share with you this 2021 goal that I have. That, you know, what's your goal? What's your daily thing? What's your long-term, short-term? You know, what are you striving for? What are you hustling for? What are you waking up in the morning to do? What do you want to accomplish? Okay. And I will challenge you guys on this thing, right? And I've just recently kind of learned this for myself. You got to be your biggest cheerleader. One of my old bosses, I worked at Applebee's for a number of years. He would always tell me that, hey, you know, you want to be promoted, you want to do this, you want to do that. Be your biggest cheerleader. Put yourself in a position to get promoted. Put yourself in a position to make some money. Put yourself in a position to make a raise. Nobody's going to give it to you. Sometimes you can get lucky. You know, I believe in a little bit of that, right place, right time. But really, it's about knowing, you know, it's that, but you got to know the right people, and you got to put yourself out there in a favorable way. Don't be afraid to say, hey, look at me. I'm over here. Let's have a conversation, you know? I don't know how many times I'd say, hey, I talk to my boss about something that's going on, something I'm thinking about, maybe something I'm frustrated with, maybe something I'm happy with, maybe something I want to know and I feel like I didn't have enough information. I'll say, hey, can we have a conversation on Monday? You know, can I get your ear for 20 minutes? And we talk. And I always, most of the time, felt really good about just doing that. When you're afraid to do something, or you're nervous, or you're tentative, or you don't have the confidence, my advice to you is you got to just do it. You got to jump in. It's like that cold pool. You're a kid, the pool's cold, you stick your toe in it, it's like, ooh, that's cold. I don't like how that's gonna feel. I jump in the pool. I jump in. And when I get in, it's brisk at first. It scares you, it startles you, and then you're fine. And everybody else is out there looking at you like, man, he's having fun in that pool. Maybe I'll jump in as well. So share your goals with me. Let me know what you guys are working on. I'm in the pool every day. I jump in every day. I'm betting on me. I'm my biggest cheerleader, okay? Vote for Pedro. I live it every day, and I know that having that mentality is going to get me where I want to go. Let's go, guys. All right, guys. Just got done running that last errand, getting ready to turn the app on. I'm actually going to be in the Clayton University City zone today, and I haven't dashed in this zone in a little while. I used to do it in the beginning a lot because there's some really good little hot spots. All the zones in my area say they're very busy. No zone has peak pay. I don't follow peak pay, but sometimes you make exceptions. There's a $3 peak pay in Clayton University City, and one of the errands I ran was right by that area, and I know the area kind of well. Not like Webster Groves, but I know it well enough. So I'm gonna be in this $3 peak pay. I'm gonna turn the app on. Let's see what the first order is that we get. 704 11:04. First order is no tip, $6, 6 miles. Not going to take that. All right, second order, 8.4 miles, $7.50. That's a no for me. All right, third order is almost 6 miles, $7. That's going to be a no. So either that thing's been declined 4 times or there's no tip. All right, so random thought. I think people, so you turn 16, you take a driver's license test, right? You got to pass it, and there's an instructor. I think every so many years you should have to take a driver's license test and get in the car and drive with somebody or something, because some people just don't know. Fourth order, $15, but it's 2 orders. 8.8 miles is way too much. I'm the blue dot. So they want me to drive a decent amount to both of these and then go all the way, actually, in my neck of the woods to deliver it. Looks like it's going to the same person, too. It's only one house, which I usually like those, but I would take this if the mileage was lower, but it's taking me way out of the zone I'm in. All right, guys, so I'm going to take this order. It's pretty much like the last one, but the one difference is I'm right at both of these restaurants. I don't love the mileage. It's going to end me in my zone, but I'm going to keep my peak pay. I'm on a $3 peak pay. I'm going to travel to the one zone, which I'm more familiar with, and I'm going to stay on that peak pay. So I'm going to take it, but I want to show you guys something because I know one of these is no tip. Let's see if I'm right. I'm going to hit accept. It was $15 total. Okay, so there's $7.50 a piece. I'm on a $3 peak. So what DoorDash does is they go from a $3 base pay to like a $2 or $2.50 base pay. So that means 3 plus, call it $2.50. So each of these orders basically is a $2 tip. Okay, I thought one of them was going to be super low. I wanted to show you guys that. But there might be a hidden tip on one of these if the order's big. On one item, nah. I probably could have did better than this, but like I said, I'm going to be able to keep the peak pay of the $3 and then dash in the area that I'm familiar with. So let's see how I do. All right, guys, so that's just a pro tip for you guys out there. If you're in a market where there's a lot of zones and some of the zones can be only a 5 or 10 minute ride, if you notice you turn your app on and you're in a zone that has peak pay, I recommend turning it on. Some of you might disagree. Let me know what you think. I've done it before, and what happens is you wind up taking an order in that zone with the peak pay. You do that order, and if it drops you off in a zone that you're maybe more familiar with or that you really want to be in, then the app will tell you, drive to your area to get better offers or more offers, and it'll say that, but don't be afraid of that. As long as that area is busy, and all the areas where I'm at are busy right now, they will still send you offers in the new zone you're in, but your dash is still getting the peak pay in the zone that you started. So for me, that it makes sense because I'm going to wind up dashing in a zone I really want to be in. That's preferred anyway, but I'm going to make that zone a peak pay just because I started in the zone that had one initially. So way to think about it. Let's see how it goes today. I should still be able to get a lot of offers. So, and in the zone that I prefer to be in. All right, guys, just a little past 11, so I should be okay. But sometimes these two restaurants, this is Chipotle and a Panera, right by each other, or Chipotle and a Panda Express, they can get super crazy busy. But I'm not at the peak time lunch yet, so I should be okay. Let's walk in and see what we're looking at the Panda Express here. This is the one I'm on South Hanley. So some people in here are not crazy. All right, guys, I had that little shelf there. You couldn't grab it. I wanted to grab it, but I was only in there for maybe a minute. So let's go to Chipotle. Let's see how close this one is. There we go. All right, guys, so both of those pickups were super easy. I was super close. I didn't accept the one before that was very similar, partly because the two pickups were actually I had to drive a little bit to get there. This pickup I was in the plaza, and both pickups were fast. I think I made the right decision. We're gonna end in a zone that I like to be in and keep the peak pay. All right, guys, we're really close to this drop off. I'm like a minute away. So I want to share with you guys a quick story. I had a young lady, I think her name is Beth or Bethany, comment me. It was very, very nice words for me, but she shared with me why she does this gig work, and she's a single mom and she does it because she likes the freedom and she doesn't have to worry about, you know, a boss breathing down her neck about doctor's appointments and this and that with the kid, and she's expecting a child, and she likes the flexibility and the freedom, and she's working on her goals, and wants to be a small business owner. And like, you know, I read that this morning. She sent it to me today, and I was just like, I have a lot of respect for single moms. Like, they have to deal with a lot of things that us men can't relate to in certain ways, and us men have to deal with certain things too. You know, being a father myself, I understand that. But single moms, like, mad ups, mad respects, like, you know, really inspiring for her to share that story. I feel very honored that she did that. And I asked her, you know, keep me updated. Let me know what's going on. And, you know, I hope she does that. She said she will. And big shout out to her. Big shout out to the single parents out there, men or women, that are doing it. But single moms especially, man. You know, it's an amazing thing. You know, women, man, they're the women that I've met on this platform, their side hustle is real. You know, and I've met some fellas out here, they're sharing their stories with me, and, you know, but single moms out there doing this stuff, man, mad respect, mad props. Keep grinding, keep hustling. I see you guys out there. All right, guys, so the app froze on me, so I'm gonna show you guys what I have to do. So I'm gonna close it and open it back up. I tried to hit confirm, I dropped it off because I just dropped it off and it didn't do anything. So if I close it, open it back up, if I complete it, there we go. And I actually handed it to her. So sometimes if the app goes down, you gotta just and some of you guys might know this, but for those that don't worry about it. Don't call DoorDash support right away. Close the app, refresh it, and then usually when you go back in, it'll be okay for you. All right, so basically we're gonna be able to finish these 2 drop-offs in 30 minutes combined, or I've been dashing for a combined 30 minutes when I turn the app on, almost 30 minutes, and we'll make $15, so not bad pace. Hopefully I should be able to get orders right away after I drop this off, because it leaves me in a good spot to do that. And hopefully I should be able to get maybe another stacked one for $15 and be at my $30 an hour for lunch pace, which I like to be. I like to make $40 an hour or so for dinner, average $35 an hour. That's my goal. We'll see how we do there. I'm gonna hop on the highway. Highway miles I like because they're quicker, better on your car, more fuel efficient. So if I see drop-offs and I can get on the highway real quick and go a couple miles versus the side streets, depending on the time of day, I'll usually do that. I can do that with this order here. So most of the mileage, so 4 miles from this drop-off, most of it's gonna be, 3 of it's gonna be highway. So super quick, super easy. Let me know what you guys think about that. I prefer the highway miles. Less wear and tear in your car, better gas efficiency. So, all right, guys, Dashers out there, Uber Eats, Grubhub, whatever platform you guys do, Postmates. Hopefully you don't do Postmates. I don't like Postmates. But anyways, let me know, have you ever seen a name that you know, like the last lady's food I just dropped off? I won't share the lady's name, but the first name and then the last initial matched up with somebody that I used to know. And I thought, ooh, and even the drop-off was at a hospital. I was like, ooh, do I know this person? Like, you know, working in restaurants for as long as I did, you just meet a lot of people. And the basketball stuff I've done with the coaching, like I know a decent amount of people in St. Louis, and, you know, I always wonder, I see a name and I wonder, ooh, is that person? Does that ever happen to you guys? Do you ever get a name or an area and you're like, ooh, I think I know that person? And are you excited? Does that give you anxiety? Like, is it somebody you don't want to run into? Like, let me know if you guys ever run into that issue or that circumstance. That happens to me every day. I see an order, I think, ooh, like that name kind of sticks out to me sometimes, especially if it's a really unique name. I'm thinking, ooh, am I delivering food? You know, it's happened to me once, so not a lot, obviously, but one time I delivered food to an ex of mine, actually. And it was somebody like from like high school, like long time ago. And it was cool. Like, it wasn't even like a big deal. It was just kind of funny. We had a laugh and we chatted for a moment, you know. This was, you know, somebody I knew over 20 years ago, actually. But it was kind of fun. You know, I've delivered food to other like people that I've known, like not as closely, but just like acquaintances, or like, you know, them from here or there, or something like that. Customers from the casino or old Applebee's regular. Like I've done that quite a bit, actually. But let me know what you guys think. Do you ever run into that situation in your markets? All right, guys, this drop off is leave at door. So let's go. we go. All right, guys, so you can see, I was out of my zone, but I got a stacked order. 14 bucks, 4.1. Let's take a look at this a little bit better here. I want to make sure I'm making it right. So on the blue dot, I'm close. Okay, no, I know where that's at. This is perfect. I'm going to take it. All right, so, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I got to show you guys this. So I'm on that peak pay. One of these is no tip. Man, $5.50. So $3 peak pay, $2.50 from DoorDash, no tip. No tip, no tip, no tip. Oh man. So the other one's gonna be okay. Well, let me do that there. So $5.50. So one of the orders is $8.50, and one's $5.50. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'll do here, but I liked it, and I want to show you. You know, I'm out of my zone, but I still got to order right away, like immediately within 10 seconds. I got to order. So I got to make a decision here. Do I unassign the one? Do I deliver the food to the non-tipper? I probably just should and just not think about it too much. But I don't like taking food to people that don't tip, so I am feeling some type of way about it. That happens with stacked orders a lot. We'll see what we do. I'll let you guys know what I decide in a minute. All right, guys, I'm just gonna keep both of them because both of the drop-offs are close and they both leave at door really easy. If that $5.50 one, that's no tip. If it would have had some kind of crazy instructions, like, or if it was going to a place where there's, you know, I thought the drop-off would be difficult, I would just unassign. You could unassign an order and still keep one of them. So if I wanted to, I could unassign the no tip $5.50 and keep the $8.50 one by itself. But because the merchants are the same, I'm gonna roll with it. But I want to test something out. So I've seen other people talk about that, you know, sometimes DoorDash hides tips, and we know that they hide tips. Maybe this is a tip. Maybe this $5.50 turns into $6.50 or $7.50. So I want to see if that's the case. I'm thinking that it's just going to be $5.50, and I'm delivering somebody some food and they didn't tip. But I might be wrong, and I want to test it out because I'm not always right. All right, guys. So I'm going to Chipotle on Grand. Very busy one. 11:40. They can be very hit or miss. Half the time the food's there, half the time you're waiting for a while. I've unassigned several orders from here, but if I get there and it's like crazy, if it's mayhem, I'll unassign both and just move on because it's prime time and I can get off right away. If I gotta wait a few minutes, I don't mind it. It'll put me, just after I complete this order, it'll put me at $29 for my first hour. These drop-offs should be really easy. I hope that $5.50 one turns into a tip. If not, I'm just gonna keep it moving. I'll drop both of them off and just be done with it. I'll take you guys inside. We'll see what we get. See how busy they are. Got the bag. Let's see what we got, guys. Doesn't look too busy yet, but let's find out. Take you guys in here with me. All right, both the bags were sitting right there. Super easy pickup. I was in there for probably 10 seconds. Let's confirm both of these pickups. We'll be on our way. Plus, quick pro tip. When you're when you're going to park at these spots, right? Sometimes you got like one-way streets or certain parking lots, and you want to see where your drop-offs are, right? You should know that before you go to pick it up. But when you go to park, you want to park in a way where you can leave quickly, immediately, right? You're not having to make a lot of turns and stuff like that. So think about your parking and where you park so that when you leave after picking up the food and you're on your destination, it's a little easier for you to leave that parking lot. All right, guys, we're off to deliver to the possible non-tipper. I hope I'm wrong. But if I'm right and it stays at $5.50, I'm going to take the L. It won't be the first time, probably not the last time that I deliver to a non-tipper, but like I said, I want to test it out and see. Plus, you know, $8.50, $14. I like the $14. Not much more work for the extra $5.50 actually, right? For me, it's more principle. I just don't like delivering food and enabling non-tippers, but hopefully I'm wrong.
All right, let's drop it off. Didn't say which A or B. I hate when I do that, but let's leave it at my door, so let's leave it at the door. All right, let's go. All right, let's complete the delivery. I hope I'm wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. So base pay. See how I kept my peak pay though? Customer can add tip after delivery. I've never had a customer, never. I'm almost at 2,500 deliveries on DoorDash. Not one time has somebody tipped me after delivery. The only exception was Walmart's when I did them. So I don't know why that shouldn't even be there. So they got me. She got me. I won't say her name. We won't shame her, but she got me. I deliver food to a non-tipper. But I'm gonna keep it moving. I did it for y'all. I wanted to test it out. I think the theory probably is gonna hold true 99% of the time that there's, and I'm not gonna get a tip. And I didn't get a cash tip. She had to leave it at the door. So let's move on to the next one. But guys, that's how you keep your peak pay in any zone. You can give, if there's a peak pay out there somewhere and you're in a market where zones are close, if you start in a zone where peak pay and you happen to, want to, and your drop off takes you somewhere else, you can keep that peak pay. All right, we're on our way to the next drop off. It's literally up the street. So that's why, to unassign that $5.50 really didn't make a whole lot of sense, because the closeness of both, right? I still made $5.50. Now, if I didn't have a peak pay attached to that and that would have been a $2.50 order, no way I'd do that. Not even for next door do I do that. But for $5.50, I consider it. Plus, I want to test the theory out. But this is, I'm getting ready to pull up right here. 30-second drive from one spot to the next. All right, guys, so I want to give you a better, so I'm right under an hour, $29. But you see, it says you're outside your delivery zone. Navigate back to increase your chances of finding orders. So it doesn't mean you won't get orders, right? I just got one. That's how you keep your peak pay if you want to get peak pay. Like I said before, I don't chase peak pay, but I happen to be in a zone where there was peak pay. So I started my dash, did those 2 orders. It took me in a zone I want to be in, which worked out, and I still keep that peak pay. So I'll show you guys. I should be able to get an order here pretty soon. It's 12:01. See how long it takes. All right, guys, so that didn't take long. It took a minute, and I got an order, $9, $3 tip. That means a $3 tip. 6.1 miles, red card order. I have a red card. It means you got to go through Raising Cane's and you go in and you actually order the food like if you're the customer, and then they prepare it. Some places do it. I've done some Raising Cane's. I don't do a lot because usually the payouts aren't great. Right now they're super busy. Too many miles, I'm going to decline that. But as you see, I got an order. I kept that peak pay. Decline. Let's put don't want to place order. I kept that peak pay, and that's how you can, manipulate DoorDash, man. Like, I'm going to get these $3 bonuses on every order now. All right, guys, let's go. I had to reject a lot, but finally got one. All right, man, I had like 8 offers. They were all $6. That means there was no tip on them. And the mileage wasn't great either. So I got this one, $10, going 3 miles. Crazy Bowls and Wraps, super, super fast pickup. Every time I've gone in, food sitting right there. We'll test that theory out today. I'll take you guys in there with me. Let's go. All right, guys, my expectation is that the food will be here. Let's see if I'm right.
Hey, drink. Quick drink that doesn't have caffeine in it.
Yeah, I'll work you some hot caffeine.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's not much more. There's not many things I love more than a quick pickup. All right, guys, I'm reading these instructions. So it says, instructions, leave at my door. We are in ICU at Children's Hospital. Please drop off at main front desk. Please drop off at main front desk located on 2nd floor. You will enter parking garage across street from front door and take elevator to 2nd floor. Please text me and I'll meet you there. So am I leaving it at the main desk, or am I texting her and she's going to meet me there? Kind of confusing. All right, guys, I'm on my way. I just texted her. I asked her. She's obviously a central hospital worker, doctor, nurse, something like that, whatever. So I texted her, do you want me to leave it at the desk, or do you like to meet me? Because
You know, I didn't tell her that she said two different things, but that's how I read it. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think. But the instructions seemed a little confusing to me. So I texted her and said, would you like me to leave it at the desk, or are we going to be meeting? So see what she says. All right, guys, I'm almost pulling up here. She sent me like 6 text messages back. I think she's confused. Maybe this is her first time using the app. I don't know. She says, yes, I'll meet you. And she says, oops, no, I can't do that. You can leave it at the desk if you want. And then the other text, if you need to leave it and I'm not there, leave. And the other text is, I'm on my way. I'll be there in a minute. So maybe she's texting multiple people at once. I don't know. I'm going to go to the desk and we'll see what happens. All right. Woo, that was an adventure. Still didn't take long. It was fine. The payout was good, $10. She was super nice too. And but it's like I felt like I was in a video game. I had to find a place to park real quick, run around. Then I get up to I got an elevator. I'm fighting people to get on the elevator. Then I got to go upstairs. Security guy's like, who are you here for? And he's like, what's going on here? That's what he said. Who are you here for? What's going on here? Like, oh, I got a delivery. And I could see the person because they're at the desk and they're looking at the phone, and we like gave each other a head nod like, yep, that's you. He goes, all right, hold on. And he looked at the girl and she goes, yeah. He goes, you can go ahead. So I give her her food. She's like, thank you. And then I come back and they had like ropes at the hospital. It's like a walk this way, walk that way, count to 5, do jumping jacks. Then you can go, like all these rules. The guy's like, you got to go this side. You can't walk by those people. I'm like, woo! It's like like some kind of video game maze I just went through just to drop somebody off a wrap. All right, guys, I'm thinking that'll probably be it for today. I'm trying to keep these a little shorter. I don't like the long ones. I want to give you guys just some good little content, take you along, but not bore you too much and make them too long. So I'm gonna grab some lunch for myself actually real quick. I've already made over $100 total today because I woke up and did the Uber stuff this morning. So good day. I'll probably dash maybe a little bit more after I grab a bite to eat before I got to go to my friend's birthday thing tonight. But don't forget, bet on you, set goals one day and or one step at a time. If you got a peak pay in your market, you can make peak pay in any zone. That's what this video is about today. Also, set goals. Let me know what your goals are for today, this week, in 2021. Cheers.